Today, Precarious plays
Torment, Tides of Numenera.
Tell me who we're looking for again.
Matkina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you know where I can find someone named Matkina? Manthapa, who knows everything?
Do you want me to do this one?
Yes.
White Death.
He whistles.
You ain't crazy, are you?
He lifts his hands placatingly.
Second time. Somebody's leaning on placatingly here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. None of my business. I couldn't tell you where she is, but you might want to talk to Mapper. Oh, yeah, I realized I made a mistake, watching one of the episodes back.
Yeah.
And it's actually a pretty disappointing one.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't realize that Mapper was a proper noun because I think it was at the start of a sentence.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that the gentleman who was in our party before, I thought that he was a mapper and his tattoos were of maps.
Oh, I see.
Evidently that is not the case, and I'm actually pretty legitimately disappointed by it. Allergen, yeah.
Who's really over here, just like right off screen.
He's squatting in one of the shanties down here. If there's any place she can hide, he'd know about it.
Okay, we are looking for Mapper.
In one of the shanties down here. Okay. Thanks.
Like, Mantha's really just the official greeter. I mean, right after the Headless Man, right?
I think Headless Man is more like the mascot, which isn't really fair. It's a hack job. It was stolen from Cheese Grater Obelisk.
I'm gonna fish basically every time I walk past this pole.
Okay. Take hold of the fishing rod and begin reeling in the line. Nothing is on the hook.
Okay. I was just checking. God, that's disturbing. Because I think that they made the costume that pink so it would stand out. Like, it really stands out. Okay, Popper.
I like to imagine that person isn't actually headless. Mm-hmm. They just have it's an invisibility thing. Mm-hmm. So their head is just invisible.
Oh
boy,
what?
That is too much blood.
I am gonna trust my instincts and walk away from that. Unless I need to. Hey, Mapper, what's up?
From a distance, it looks as if this mutant is wearing a form-fitting suit of finely patterned lines in white, yellow, and pale blue. On closer examination, it becomes apparent that these are tattoos, and they cover nearly the entirety of his body, even his shaved head. His actual clothes are simple and worn, and his boots look as though they've seen hard use. So the mouse, it doesn't show up on the playback.
Yeah.
But you had exactly covered the T, and I was like, I hope that's boots.
Yeah. It is.
Because I feel sorry for this individual if their boobs have seen hard use and look like it.
Oh, that sounds unpleasant.
He is studying the meaningless swirls and whirls on his arms and mouthing names that mean nothing to you.
Solvi, Bowlin, Urgao, 10 trees.
When he looks up at you, you see that a strange device covers one of his eyes. A deep blue light shines in its center, and it seems to measure and evaluate you as he focuses on you. He smiles as you approach, a broad, beaming grin that says he considers you a friend already.
I'm Mapper,
he says, extending his hand.
A new face. New faces mean new places.
Good one. Hold on, can you scroll back up for a second? Because I've been holding off on pointing it out because I thought that maybe they'd get over it.
Yeah.
But something that they keep doing in this script that bothers me, this might just be a personal thing, but I don't like it when sentences are structured in such a way that they reuse the same exact word in really close proximity.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have tried to find a way to rewrite the line, a deep blue light shines in its center and it seems to measure and evaluate you as he focuses on you.
Yeah.
Evaluate you, focuses on you, there had to be a better way to do
Evaluate you as he focuses on your presence.
that. Something,
At
anything,
least.
right?
I that bothers me too, and I know that it's not really wrong, but it just feels like word variety is important.
Yeah, especially for when you're delving into so much text, because you're going to have a bunch of functional, like, important repeats over the full length of it. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to point it out now because it's happened several times. It's happened quite often in this script so far.
I've been everywhere around here. I've found my way into places long sealed and best forgotten. Met all sorts of people.
He frowns.
Can't say I cared much for some of them, it's true.
His voice is fast, insistent, and incisive.
Still, I try. The communities of our world are islands of light. Sometimes they wink out and sometimes they flare up. I want to link them together. I want to be a bridge.
Okay, Mr. Bridges.
I thought you said you were a map, but go on. Ooh, I'm not going to ask about the tattoos because that's a little rude. Even though I'm really charming, so I could get away with it. I'm looking for a woman named Matkina. Do you know where I can find her? Matkina, the White Death? I've heard of her. I know where she hides, too.
He grins wide, exposing a mouthful of extraordinarily white and clean teeth.
That's suspicious. I can't tell you where she is, but I hate to say it comes with a price. I can tell you where she is, but I hate to say it comes with a price. Much as I love to talk about my travels, I need to finish a patch of my Sagus Cliffs map, and I need bragging rights for the next time I see the navigators.
He shrugs.
Also, she might not be happy, I've told. But I might be able to help you find it. For a trade, of course.
He drops his voice.
Have you ever heard of the Changing God? Savior of Sagus Cliffs in times past and so forth? They say he had a sanctuary under the city, a place he used to retreat to and plan for the future while he thought on his past. You know, making possibility maps? That sanctuary is the one important place I haven't seen in Sagus Cliffs, and I need to fill it in my map. Didn't we start there? Did we start there?
No, we found that out. We started outside the city. He said that this was under the city.
As far as I can tell, it's not far past the Stitcha layer. The problem I'm having is that I just can't make any sense of their language. Maybe you can talk to them.
He shrugs disarmingly.
It's a hell of a price, I know, but there it is. You want to find Matkina, you will find the sanctuary for me. He already answered that question.
Number 2.
Is there some other way into the sanctuary besides the Stitcha layer?
He sighs, exasperated.
There must be. Changing God wasn't the kind of person who'd just put one entrance into the place. But I haven't been able to find the back door for the life of me. I want to ask some other questions. Which is, you say you want to be a bridge. How do you even do that?
He shrugs, a faint smile on his lips.
I travel, I see places, I map them out on my skin. Oh? And maybe inside me. Oh. I don't know. I mean, the lines change when I look, and they've got to be stored someplace, right?
He scratches his bald head. The lines flow under his fingers.
I just need to collect places. I need to know that I've done something. Making maps is all I know. It's all I want to know.
Yeah, know what? I just had a disarming thought. What if every single person here is a cast-off?
Yeah, that'd be creepy and weird, and then, ooh.
Because this guy feels like he was kind of purpose-built for something, right?
Yeah.
And now that I know that one of the cast-offs was that, I can't remember how they referred to them, to their self. Piscine individual.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've seen that, I'm super nervous. Everybody here is just a cast off.
I mean, they might be, if this is, like, if we're talking about the god of this world who is making the world, then that could be a way that they make the creatures of the world.
No, that's self-aggrandizement. That's a legacy that is built up. This is just some fucking chump. Just like, this is just a case of, it's just like in the real world, whenever a parent gets too full of themselves. It's just like, I'm God, woo.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm betting on too, but like, depending on where you stand, where you decide to place your faith, as it were, in this mythos, like, it could be. Where did you get all those tattoos? Because now I want to know. These are not tattoos, they're maps.
He exposes a shiny grin.
Maps of places I've been or heard of.
He covers the artificial eye with his hand and says,
if I look at my skin like this, it's meaningless.
Then he uncovers it and says,
but look at it like this, suddenly I see the map. It's springing up off my skin. I focus on it, it all comes clear. Buildings, people, smells, even a route to get there.
No scratch and sniff maps. I draw the line at scratch and sniff maps. Who forced this person to have to smell maps? To have a what would it be? You've got like a topographical map, so this would be
olfactory map.
Olfactory map.
Olfactographical. It's worthless to anyone else, of course. Without me to interpret the map, it's a combination of my mutation and the lens. Finding the eyepiece was the best part of being born like this.
He sighs contentedly.
It made me feel like my life made sense at least, and that, my friend, is far more luck than anyone deserves.
That's cool.
Yeah. Can you tell me where I should start looking for the sanctuary? What do you do? Who are you? Tell me about your tattoos again. Where have you been? I kind of want to know where he's been, but I don't have all year.
Yeah.
So,
I want you to do number 1 because
yeah,
I would like a direction to the Stitcha lair. He blows out from his cheeks.
That's a good question, friend. Good question. If I knew, I wouldn't be asking you, eh? All I know is that it's in a void beneath the city.
He chews his tongue for a moment, thinking.
You know how cities build and build on themselves? It's like that. What I mean is that Sagus got built on top of an old Sagus, and that got built on a Sagus before that, before it was even Sagus, right? So this old sanctuary, it's in one of the spaces between the eras. But I haven't been able to find a way to get there, and friend, believe me when I say, that's the kind of thing that carks me fierce.
He frowns.
Find the void, and you should be able to find his place. Okay, I have some ideas.
Dude, I just wanted like northeast to the Stitcha layer, but that was interesting
down to
too,
the
I
core
guess.
of the earth. Down. The
Yeah.
direction is down.
Get a shovel and start digging, friend.
Okay, but I want to talk to this again now first, and then there's also some time-changey stuff upstairs. So, let me, because this looks like it's protruding upward from somewhere. Hi. Hey, old friend. How are you? Touch the nearest sphere again. A furred creature you saw before touches the orb again, bewildered. Okay, fine. I'll leave the obelisk alone. But I feel like you're poking up from where I need to be. Good to see you again. Alright, I want to muss the time-changey things upstairs.
What do you mean?
I'll show you. There were things up there that would reveal about down here. The stories, the timelines. There was a big thing on the side associated with these things.
Yeah. Now that the clock has become fixed in the present time, this device has reverted to its original state. It no longer alters what you can see around you, and there are no images on its surface.
Okay, so that lead is dead. Now I have one more lead up here, and then if that's not it, I'll go downstairs. Keep walking. Okay, walk over here then. Ooh, I miss
No.
Philithus. Alright.
No, thank you.
I just like him. They're just friendly. Okay, but let's see this. This is the other thing. What's that then? Rusty monolith stands where you left it. Examine again. Tangle of mismatched parts make up this one's functional generator. Once again, you notice the Cercinet symbol etched into the side like a maker's mark. Right. Fine. We'll go back downstairs.
I think that we need to find...
The Stitcha?
Yeah. Although, like, to me that sounds like... Level 1 abandoned fort filled with kobolds. But the gentleman we were just speaking with, Mapper, made it sound like you could speak with them.
Yeah.
I hope that he was not being a jokester.
Alright, but we have to look at this exhibit first.
Oh, you just said the quiet part out loud, my friend.
You
said it. You said what you weren't supposed to say.
I just like it here.
You have to read it. My throat is... I'm running out of steam.
Alright, I'm very steamy. Oh, that sounded gross.
Just push through.
At first glance, this ancient, unmoving construct seems nearly identical to the others in the manufactory. It is only when you move close into the hazy aura of forge-like that you see intricate, no, chaotic whorls of engravings marking every millimeter of its armored frame, and the worker standing behind it is adding even more. Fun. You feel a bubbling sensation in your mind. It must be the construct's surface thoughts, but they are too quick and alien for you to make any sense of them. Is this like a delivery room? Morning. Do you want to talk about?
I'll do it. Morning.
The construct says.
It is morning, isn't it? I never pay attention to the time. There's not much use for it down here.
Firelight twinkles off the construct's blank eyes.
I'm Artisan. What can I do for you?
Oh my, you can continue to be magnificent, that's all. Why? I don't think it's decoration, but I'm gonna... can you tell me about your past? Gosh, none of these are very good segues. I'm charming, though. Why do you have your workers decorating your armor?
Because I want to be the most beautiful construct in Sage's Cliffs.
The construct declares. The worker behind it chuckles.
Joking.
It says.
My eyes, well, not eyes, but you know. They failed a long time ago, but my other senses are good. Very good. So when my workers want to show me a design, they scratch it out on my plate. I feel it and give them feedback. Not that some of them need it.
Oh.
That's a pretty good question.
Yeah, that's a long time to be blind. Why can't anyone repair you?
The easiest answer to that question is, we don't have the parts.
Artisan says, then lowers its voice.
But the truth is, I'm afraid. Nothing is going to make me blinder, but...
It falls silent. The forge hisses and pops nearby.
Those first decades in the darkness were the hardest. Then I started seeing patterns in them. Simple at first, then with colors, depth, and shade. Grand, cyclical designs.
It sighs happily.
I still see them, and I wouldn't trade them for sight.
Oh, okay.
Cyclical. To be perfectly honest, these artists don't need me anymore. They've done wondrous work in the city above, but they like asking my opinion.
The construct barks a laugh.
And I like giving it! Ha ha ha!
Alright. Can you tell me about your past?
To be honest, I don't like thinking about it. All of us went slightly insane during our centuries down here before the humans came, but the other foreman and I don't dwell on things like Master Foreman does.
Ooh, I bet this is Master Foreman. Oh, I want to talk to them. Okay, an ember drifts down from the high ceiling between you.
If you want the whole story in excruciating detail, Master Foreman's the one to ask.
Ooh, I will ask them. Okay.
For excruciating detail.
For excruciating detail. Remind me who should talk to the... what?
See, it's a double, because not only is it a lot, not only is there a lot of detail, each detail is also excruciating. Each one is also sad and bad.
Can you show me something your workers have created?
Absolutely! Hold on a second. Let me get a sense of what might appeal to your tastes.
Nested sensors whir into life on its shoulders, and beams of light fan over you in the space of a heartbeat.
Not so interested in the arts, I see. Larga, get our visitor the contents of Storebox 39.
A few minutes later, a stalker hurries out and places a heavy object in your hands.
No charge.
Artisan says.
Call it a gift.
Oh, globe of Zrul. Thank you.
Is it a
What
bomb?
is it?
Is it mouse over it? Is it a bomb again?
This synth globe clearly depicts.
Oh, you'll have to right-click it.
Okay. As if the globe somehow enhances and concentrates your vision as you examine it. Interesting. Oh, I love this game. Okay. I just, you were hesitant to play this for this recording session, and I just can't care about that. So sorry.